August 18, 1920. That was when the bill was ratified for women to have the right to vote. That was only step one to the many rights that women would be forced to fight in order to gain. The next would be for a woman to be able to work while raising children. Now, women are CEOs of companies, high-ranking politicians, and serving side by side with men in the military. However, some people feel women should not have the right to choose to abort or keep a child. I find that thought absurd. Women are now even able to serve on submarines, which some people say would never happen. But look at us now. We are doing amazing things in society. But because we have the ability to bear children, we should not have the right to choose whether we want to keep that child or abort. By no means do I believe abortion to be a sort of birth control, but dealing with the trauma of sexual assault is bad enough. Then being forced to deal with a child that resulted from that sexual assault can be considered torture for some people. To carry a child 9 months knowing that you didn't even consent to sleeping with someone, but some people find it right. A teenage girl who may or may have not chosen to have sex, being forced to carry a child and raising a child because someone feels she does not have the right to choose whether she wants to abort. I don't understand how we as women can be CEOs, run Fortune 500 companies, serve in the military, run for president of the United States, but we should not be allowed the choice to abort or keep a child. A lot of this, I believe, stems from continuously wanting control over what women can and cannot do. They see us climbing these steps, climbing and climbing and climbing, going beyond just being equal with men, but now even surpassing men in certain levels. And I feel being able to bear children is the one thing that sets us apart, which I applaud. Being able to bear a child and still being a CEO of a company, running businesses, running for office, I think is amazing. But a woman shouldn't have to be forced to do that. As far as teenage pregnancy, I believe a lot of that stems from parents not being open to speaking about sex with their kids. It's a way of life. It happens. As much as most parents don't want to think of their teenage daughters having sex, it's obviously happening because teenage pregnancy is on the rise. Now, if we're only honest with ourselves and speak openly with our children about sex and possibly putting them on birth control, teenage pregnancy wouldn't be an issue. And a 14 or 15 or 16-year-old wouldn't be forced to drop out of high school to have a child because someone somewhere doesn't think she has the right to abort. As I've stated before, I don't believe abortion should be used as birth control. Get pregnant, abort. Get pregnant, abort. I don't believe that by all means. But most people who are against abortion are also against birth control. Most of those people feel that's a woman's job, is to have children and multiply the earth, so to speak, which is absurd. A woman should have the right to choose what she wants or what she does not want. If she can choose what job she wants, if she can choose to serve in the military, if she can choose this, that, or the other, why is being able to bear a child or abort a child so much different? I've read a lot about what some people have to say. A lot of it's religious views and things of that nature. And I see no connection. I see no connection. Women today are considered unstoppable. We can run the world. And people have applauded us. People have always speak about how women are doing great things. But because we're able to bear and carry children, we lose a certain level of what we can and cannot do. And I think it's ridiculous. We women should always be able to retain the right, to retain the right to either abort or keep a child. We deal with enough already. We deal with the stigma that we may not be as good as a guy. We fought too long. August 18, 1920, women were allowed to vote. And in 2014, there's still a discussion whether a woman has the right to abort a child, the choice to abort a child. We all have rights. As humans, we were created with free will. We have the right, we have the option to choose what we want to do, good or bad. Why is that so different? Some say another alternative to abortion is adoption. It is an overwhelming amount of children who suffer abuse at the hands of foster parents, adoptive parents. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So for a woman to carry a child, an unwanted child that would be forced to be put in an orphanage and raised by someone who may or may not love that child is ridiculous. Women have come a long way. We can run the world. I think we should be able to run our own bodies. Thank you.